Hi, my name is Liz Shiro, and my channel is about minimalism, fashion, and intentional living. This video is going to be about the big problem I have with the fashion industry, and I'm going to be using activewear as the main example. Before we start, I noticed that 84% of you who watch my videos are not subscribed to this channel. I work really hard on these videos, and it would mean a lot to me if you considered subscribing. Also, give me a big thumbs up for other people to discover this channel. And now let's get onto the video. There is a big dilemma in the fashion industry. Cheap things, they are low quality and they don't really last a long time, versus high quality items, well, they're expensive. Ever since I started having a small wardrobe, I realized the importance of having high quality items in my closet, but they're kind of pricey, and I haven't really figured out the brands that I love yet, but there is a little tiny small part of my wardrobe that I think I have figured out. The brands and the items and what I look for in an item, and that is, by the title of this video, activewear. So I work out 4 to 6 times a week and I sweat, so I wash my clothes every single week on a Saturday or a Sunday, and I honestly need the items to last me because activewear is expensive. And if it's gonna fall apart in the wash in like 2 or 3 times, I don't necessarily think it's worth having those items in my possession. Before I started working out, like 3 years ago, I did not put a lot of thoughts into the way I look when I work out. I interchanged my PJs with the workout clothing, but ever since I started working out in a gym, that had to change, and now I look presentable when I work out. I still sweat, but I still look presentable. I had a few pieces that are dedicated to working out, and this one time, about 6 years ago, I bought 2 pairs of leggings. One of them I bought from Forever 21, and they were leggings, but they were more of a fashionable legging when everybody used to wear them all the time as like real pants or trousers, depending on what part of the world you're from. I also bought a pair of Lululemon leggings over 6 years ago. And they are still here. They still work, and I will show it to you up close. Like, this is the leg over here. One of the problems that I have with them is also this part, like in between your legs, but that's expected from any pant that lasts me for such a long time. Another thing that I have with it is that I just worked out and my butt grew a little bit, and they don't fit me as nicely anymore, but I still can. If it's like a colder weather, I still go for these ones and I work outside. So overall, I'm very satisfied with my purchase that lasted me 6 years. I've worn it probably over 100 times at least. I don't actually know how much I wore it, but they've been used and abused. Ever since I started purchasing items that are more expensive, I ran into the following problems. High price doesn't always mean good quality, and that is very disappointing and upsetting to me, because when I'm investing my money into something higher priced, I want it to last me years and years, unless like I actually rip it by accident or spill something on it. But I genuinely want it to last more than 2 washes in my dryer and washing machine. I want to raise a question. How do you know when you're purchasing something high priced if it's going to actually last you? It took me years to figure this out, but here's the secrets. If you find a company that you really enjoy the look of, whether it is through Instagram advertising or somebody else suggesting it to you, I want you to be very skeptical about anything that you purchase. Before you type in your credit card number, I want you to go and check out the reviews. So go on YouTube, type in a product that you want to buy, and look for those reviews that have like a person used the item for some time instead of the first impression video. The first impression video is great and they can tell you about the product, but because they haven't washed it yet and they haven't used it really, they don't really know if it's good or not. They might like it, but they might not. Read those reviews and see if it's worth it. Another tip, pay attention to the material and the stitching. Often you will be able to tell if the stitching is not great just by looking at it. If it's flimsy and like threads are coming out, that's probably a sign that the item is not made with high quality, and that is just not what you want. There's somebody upstairs who just said hi by tapping something or dropping on the floor. For activewear, there's this huge debate because polyester, which is plastic, it's not the best for the environment, but it's the best for working out. And that's where I'm stuck, because on the one hand, I want to care about the environment, but on the other hand, I'm like, but this feels great on my body. When you wash polyester in the washing machine, a bunch of little tiny plastics come out of the polyester clothes, and they end up in our water system, which is not the best for our health. I saw this really cool thing on the internet where you put a little filter in your washing machine that collects all the microplastics and filters out the water, and it's supposedly really, really good for the environment. Is instead of sending your clothes into landfill, you can recycle it and reuse it, and that is wonderful. And so, touching upon sustainability, I think by investing into something that is a little bit more expensive and that will last you will create less waste, and also less energy will be required to make the items, because you're going to have less of them rather than more. Now let's do this little tiny exercise and break down the cost. On the left side over here, we have a legging that cost $20, but you wear it twice. On the right side, we have $80 legging that you wore 50 times. So if you divide 20 by 2, that is $10 per wear, versus the expensive item, which is 80 divided by 50, it's about $1.56. So you actually paid less for the expensive item versus the other one that is $20 and you're forced to go and buy more. I absolutely understand that not everybody can just go out and buy an $80 pair of legging because it's expensive. So here are a few solutions that you could invest into something higher quality, but over time. So number one thing, learn how to budget. And I think I should create a full-on video about budgeting in the future. Let me know in the comment section down below if this is something you would like to see. The second thing, you could shop on sale, but what I want you to avoid when you're shopping on sale is when you go into the store or when you're online, they encourage you to grab a few items instead of just one that you came for. So try to get out of that mentality and get the thing that you came for. I have a full-on video about Black Friday shopping somewhere on here. I can't tell which side, but you'll figure it out. I talk about how to shop on a Black Friday sale, but you can apply that to any type of sale. So I hope that helps you a little bit if you're struggling with shopping on sale. And the last thing is thrift shopping. I haven't been out thrift shopping physically, but I have been thrift shopping on Poshmark, which is a really great application on my phone. I know which brands I like, I know the sizes that fit me, and I can either sell my clothes or buy clothes and give it a second chance, which I really, really love about thrift shopping. I'm going to be talking more about the brands that I like on my Instagram account, which is Lishira Vlogs. Please follow me and check out the brands that I like for activewear that I find that last me a little bit longer. So for example, I'm giving you just one brand. Lululemon is really great, which I already talked about, and I really enjoyed it. And I think it's something that you could totally thrift because the quality is amazing. The next dilemma I want to talk about is trends. This is something that I am truly guilty of. When I was in high school and first and second year of university, I tried to be trendy and fit in, but honestly, everybody has such a different style, and I try to build my capsule wardrobe that is more timeless versus trendy. And there are trends that I enjoy. Like, I tried the wide leg pants and I can never go back. Like, they fit my body so well, but before I tried it, I thought about it for a really, really long time. Workout clothes is all about the comfort and also empowering you to lift more and just be your happiest, healthiest self. And even then, when I'm in the gym, before COVID times, I would always try to like impress others by like looking my best in the workout clothes, but like I'm sweaty. By the end of the hour, I'm like drenched in sweat, and like nobody's gonna look at me and be like, oh, she's so attractive. Like, Clothing just in general should be for yourself, and for me, I feel like clothing for me is all about feeling my happiest self, because nobody else is going to like judge me really hard on it anyway. So I think you should just find a style that works best for you and invest in the quality pieces that truly work for you, because it's good for your skin, it's good for your wallet, and it's also good for the environment too. And I am just encouraging you so much to budget and thrift or purchase the items that will last in your closet. It's a really hard topic to talk about on the internet because everybody has a very different financial situation in their lives. And what I've realized that like the fast fashion brands, they want you to purchase more, and that actually ends up being a less affordable way to shop because you're constantly throwing out things, whether it is activewear or real clothes. So I want you just to be mindful and just thoughtful about what you're purchasing and what you're bringing into your life. So for you, would you purchase quality or quantity? This is it for this video. Thank you so much. Comment down below anything, like any thoughts. I'm really interested to start conversations about this topic and see what people, like I'm genuinely so interested in what you think. Also, give me a big thumbs up for other people to discover this video and my channel. And finally, subscribe, because I create videos about minimalism, fashion, and all that jazz. I'm very thankful for you taking a few minutes out of the day and watching this video, and I will see you next week.